Hello! Welcome back to YouTube Celebrity Dad with me, Stuart Wilson, or as you may know me in my rap career, Il Lupo. Last week, I teased one weird trick that's helped me save the environment. So my house was built in 1939, which means they didn't allow for a recycling bin anywhere, of course. I want to recycle, so I wanted to find a space in the broom closet for my recycling so it's not in the middle of the kitchen. Now what I did is I went to IKEA and I got these white plastic cabinet things. They were $3 for $40, which is honestly a little pricey, but it seemed like the perfect thing for my needs. And it even makes a little shelf on top. I love shelves. Shelves! Shelves! I built these. My dad gave me these. Shelves! So these white plastic bins, I just screwed them right into the door, and they have a slim profile so the door has no problem closing, and I can still keep the vacuum cleaner and other stuff in there. I have two recycling bins, partially because they're not that big, and partially because I like to keep the paper separate from the cans. That way, at least one of the recycling bins stays sort of clean. I don't think that really matters, but that's just how I do it. One of the reasons I like these is they pull right out of the wall. Essentially, what I screwed to the wall is kind of a rack for a bin, so I can just take the whole bin and take it out to the trash. So here's the problem. When you pull them out, there's no great way to carry them. There's no handle or anything. I don't blame IKEA for this. They didn't intend them for this. They're actually sold as shoe cabinets. IKEA, if you would like to send free samples of stuff to a dad vlogger, please contact my attorney, Henry E. Wilson, Baby at Law. Because there's no great way to carry them, it would take two hands. They're usually overfull. I've got two of them. Now it's like 3 trips out to the big bin that rolls to the curb for the recycling. So I took a deep breath and I went to the garage. So this is part of a broom handle that I think came out of the trash. The rest of it has since become closet rods. I've got some strapping scraps that had been part of a tiny house at one point. I don't know where these shoulder hooks came from, but there's 4 of those. And I drilled some wood screws in here. The hardest part of this, I don't need to tell you how to make it. I mean, you can sort of see, right? The hardest part was that this is a 1 1/4 inch dowel, and I only have a 1 inch paddle bit. So I had to, drill out 1 inch and then like rasp it and Surform and all that, which is kind of silly. It would have gone a lot faster if I just had the right size drill bit. You can also see that I drilled in one of the wood screws a little too far there, so the wood's splitting, and it's not. So the shoulder hooks go into the little holes, which can be a little awkward to put in. But if I drilled the holes any bigger, then I wouldn't be able to stand the whole thing up. Because right now what I can do is I can get one side in, I can get the other side in, and I can just plop the thing down until I'm ready to go out to the curb. This took about an hour to make, between design and trial and error, not having the right tools, and only sort of know what I was doing. But I didn't have to spend any money. I estimate it maybe saves me 2 trips out to the recycling bin each week. That's about 1 minute a trip. So after 30 weeks, it will sort of pay for the labor cost in itself. So get back to me in October, and I'll tell you if it's still working. That's all for YouTube Celebrity Dad this week. We'll be back next week with something different. So let me know what you'd like to see in the comments below, or just like, subscribe, and share. Thank you very much.